Hey. Once again, this is about entrepreneur Russell Spiel. I'm back again. It's October 27th. I'm back in the same chair with another inspiration. You know, I had a topic last Tuesday, responsibility after death. So I had a lot of people inboxing me to be able to go back on this motivation again, because a lot of people want to hear this. It kind of touched them. And the only thing you can do for me sitting home, don't be lazy, hit on the share button, and let's get going with another inspiration. Let's inspire ourselves. Let's get ourselves going. Don't be lazy. Let's get going, because things is never going to be better except you make it better. It would never be better except you get your butt up and make it better. Period. Okay, this is about entrepreneur Russell Spiel, inspiration in the barbershop. Let's discuss at the barbershop. The barbershop is not just a place that you just come and cut your hair. It's an inspiration place. It's a place that you get inspiration, the place that you get things going. You know why? All of this energy that you see me putting out today, I got it from in the barbershop. I got it from my coach, D. He was the one that was my mentor. He was the one that would bring me, was able to pursue me, to convince me to sit in front of the camera today. So, and you know, it's so inspiring. It's so motivating to see people inboxing me and telling me, look, what you talked about last week, can you come back on this topic? It was something that I never even thought it was actually something that, well, actually in my life, something that actually exists. And I never knew this till you brought this up. So let me get back on the topic. I'm going to be here for 20 minutes. So share the video. Please share the video. Please share the video. Let's get going. Inspire somebody. Inspiration. Responsibility after death. Most of us stay around our couch and forget to know that we have responsibility. And some of us not even aware of it, that we have responsibility while we're gone. And some of us realize that, and we're not even asking where we came from. And I will say this to you. I said that on the last podcast. If you are successful today, you're moving about, maybe driving the best car of your life, your dream, the car you decide to sit in, when you're driving and pull up. Most of the time, the most smart people will never think about you. You know what they will think about? You always say, oh, maybe his dad is rich. His mom is rich. Let me tell you something. This message is to parents. Your children is your photocopy. Your children is your image. Anything your children do out there, most of the time people say the parent, they're not bringing out the right way. And I don't just want you to sit there and think that you don't have responsibility when you're gone. Create a responsibility for your children. It's like you're in a room, you gotta fix up your bed and stuff like that. It's your responsibility when nobody is here. You gotta bring somebody in, teach them, and show them the way you want to do it, how you like it, how you want to see it going for yourself, and then you can leave that with somebody. Your responsibility, somebody can take over it. You cannot leave a responsibility behind and it's not set up the proper way, and thinking that somebody's going to take over that. It's going to be difficult because they can see the vision of your responsibility. They're going to drop it down and walk away from it. So if you are parents and thinking that, oh, when I'm gone today, when I'm died and gone, when I'm dead and gone, my responsibility is gone. You're nothing but a failure. Period. You're nothing but another failure. Your inheritance from your family, from your mom, your dad, or being failure, they pass it on to you. And now you have it. It's a legacy. So you have it to leave it with your children. And all you can do is to sit there on your couch and say, you know what, it's my life. But you know what I'm going to say to you today? If you just want to mess up, you don't want to take responsibility. Please do me this favor. Do not bring any kids into the world. Do not freaking bring any kids into the world. Don't even think of doing that. Just sit on your couch and just procrastinate. Do the most foolish thing you can do. Do not bring in don't bring no freaking child into the world. I'm serious. So you can enjoy your life, and when you go, nobody remember you. Because once you erase the eye surface, you gone, you erase. Nobody know you. Nobody remember what you did. Because you're a failure. You just came to the earth, you came to the world to come in and just magic things for people that have the vision to make things work. You just one of the loser that came on earth, and you're gonna walk, you're gonna leave the earth like a loser. You must not have that, you're gonna be buried like a loser. Have you seen somebody that left the George Floyd? He was buried. That was the what? Unlucky burial for him because his situation. Because his situation gave him a sick burial. Please don't get it wrong. Please don't go there and say, oh, there's another guy trying to bring. No, no. I just want you to see the vision in this. It was luck that he was able to be buried like somebody, like an icon. And maybe you and I will not have that luck. But people that have sick burial is people that people remember, people that people will miss, people that somebody will sit in the house and say, wow, he was a great man. And look at his burial. Matter of fact, when you go to the burial list, you probably don't have place to park your car. You probably have to park your car 30 minutes or an hour to walk to that person's burial. Because you know what? He's leaving a legacy. He's leaving something that people are going to miss. And you know what? He's leaving a responsibility and a proper, a genuine responsibility. And a lot of people will be able to follow that. So if you sit there and want to mess around, please do not bring any kid into the world. Because once you bring a kid into this world, you have responsibility. You have a responsibility. Don't even beat around it. Don't even try to play around here. You have responsibility. You got to leave something for them. You got to pass something up on to that children. I've been seeing some parents that kids don't even respect them when they grow up. Because you know what? When they look around themselves, they're like, okay, my dad is a failure, my mom is a loser. They don't even have respect for you. And other people will sit there and say, oh, that child is very disrespectful. Children obey your parents in the long way you can live. No! If you set a like yourself for your children, they will obey you. You don't even have to talk to them. You don't have to scream at them. But if they see your train mark, your footstep, your footprint, trust me, automatically, they get it. They will understand it. They will understand the process. Have you seen somebody working to McDonald's $10 and have a better life? Because they know their responsibility. They know how to set up their life. They work at McDonald's, got $10, but they have a beautiful life. And you work on the oil field in Canada, work wherever you can make $30 an hour. You're still all over the place like this because you haven't figured out that I have responsibility to know where, and how to go about your life. And the solution to the problem, you have to line yourself up with people that get it, people that understand, people that know left from right. You got a saying, right? It's not your fault to be born poor, but it's your fault if you recognize that you're poor and stay being poor. You're a failure. You're a loser And trust me, this motivational video right now, some people will definitely pass it because it doesn't make any sense to them. And there'll be a lot of people that are looking for this video. They're going to click on this and get stick to it and just keep watching the video. And every word that I say to them, I'm just going to keep going to their head. You are the image of your parents. I repeat myself. You look like your dad. If you poor, your dad is poor. If you find it difficult to understand things around you because the parents did not understand nothing. Look at this. There's an icon they call George Weah. He's a great soccer player. His son is a soccer player. Pass on to his son. What is in him has passed on to his son. And it's possibility that his grandson will end up being a soccer player. So if you poor, you pass it on to your children. Trust me, your children will pass it on to their children. And it's for the wise men that will think about their great-grandchildren. What they're going to leave behind for their great-grandchildren. They're going to sit day and night. Matter of fact, if I tell you that my legs break me day and night, I go through pain, struggle. I don't come here. I just want to say this. I want to keep this to myself, but I have to say it. No one understands. Because there's something that trickle my mind, that get me going, that makes me not to stop. I gotta keep going. Because I'm not willing to leave my children in government housing. We come to Canada, we're getting a shelter. Government housing is a shelter. Let me tell you this today, if you don't know this. We can live there, and I figured out, oh no, I can't be here. This is a shelter. It's for people that come, we pass and go. And we just get comfortable sitting in there. But then we say to ourselves, we change our destination. We came from somewhere we couldn't get anything, but you're stepping somewhere and still don't get nothing. You came from somewhere with the mindset that you had nothing, but you're sitting somewhere and saying that you're going to come there and get something. You still don't have nothing, and you still not doing nothing. Ever since, you never get nothing. It's not you want to do nothing, but you know, it's better late than never. You need to look for the people that surround yourself. Surround yourself with people that understand, people that know no matter what the situation is. I have a responsibility, and that responsibility, I gotta make it all beautiful so I can pass it on to my children if I have one. So I can leave it so they're well designed, so they will be able to carry on easy. You got to get in the driver's seat. And life is not easy. It's difficult. There's a lot of difficulty. Life is like this. Sometimes when you're going somewhere, you get stuck there. What do? You don't keep going. You back up and turn your car ahead. You turn the car ahead to somewhere else and say, let me make this direction to see if I can make my way to get back on track. So you got to get the process of backing up sometimes in life and look in front of you and say, what is there? What is stopping me from moving this car? Because I'm in the driver's seat of my life. And if I don't take responsibility, the dollars to the gas station when I even hire your kid. Nobody want to hire your kid. It's okay to fall. It's okay to cry. But it's not okay to have the energy and leave nothing. We got to know our responsibility as a parent. And this motivation is for parents tonight. Every situation you're going through right now in your life is inheritance. And you don't need to be afraid to go to your parents, your mom, your dad, if they're still alive. Talk to them. So what actually went wrong? Make sure you get that feeling in you. Ask them what actually went wrong. It's like a parent sitting in the room with your kids. 1 year. And your kid don't even know how to sew or clothes. Maybe pass something. You're not even. All you do, my kid is going to school. You have more time on your cell phone. Just talking. You got all the funny videos. You can share it. Everything that makes people laugh, you can share it. Maybe your friend just come up and say, maybe you wake up on Facebook and see your friend say, I started a business. Because you're a failure, so you don't even want to share it. You got to keep it to yourself. But if somebody is breaking the head, you probably take that same video and share it to your friend. Because you are the photocopy of your parents. They was all a failure. You can even look in your children's face and say, look at you, I want you to be like my dad. Or my mom. And some parents don't even get it. Grow up. The child don't even cares about it. Because the sweet words of encouragement. You don't even have that freaking sweet words of encouragement to tell them how to go about life. Although you're a loser, you realize you're a loser. Because right now, you're not even ashamed to ask for $5. Look, let me tell you, parents, if any parents watching this video, if you owe and you're 17 years old, you have the children, and you haven't given anything, you should be ashamed of yourself to ask them for coffee. Don't even ask them for Timothy coffee. Who the house? Don't ask them. Be ashamed of yourself as a parent to even ask them, please buy me a coffee. Because you have the same time. Look, you know what? One of the crazy things that it had, I'll say this, from my culture, where we come from, if they're born a child, it's the child's responsibility to make them happy. So if my responsibility to make you happy to take care of you, why you didn't take care of your mom? Why you did not take care of your mom? Oh, so you're trying to cheat me of life. A lot of parents sitting on the couch right now, trying to cheat their children of life, jamming their children life. That, oh yeah, he's gonna become good. No, you lying to yourself. You're a freaking liar. You're a failure. You're a loser. And if you realize that, you don't have to leave $1 million right now. You need a communication with your children now. You need to talk to them in their ears. If you owe, I'm not saying if you owe, you're going to go look for jobs to create wealth for them. But now you got to talk to them like you feel. You are a loser, you are a failure. So I realize that my son or my daughter, I realize this. And now you got to talk to them. You got to be desperate looking for help for them. You got to talk to people that even, you can pick up the phone and see a man successful say, can you talk to my child? You got to get out there and make it work. Conversation in the ears. How is the day going? What are you setting up for life? Don't be like me. Don't be freaking sheep to say that. Tell your children. Look in the face and tell them, Don't be like me. Tell them. Say, don't be like me. I'm a loser. I'm a failure. And you're going to help them. Because if you don't tell them, even they're old, they say 90 years old, they still don't know the reason why they have their life was so sorrowful. Some people don't even get it. The 90 to 80 years old right now, they still don't know why they have a sorrowful life. They still don't even know that the inheritance, the legacy of losing, failing, procrastinating from their parents has passed on to them. They haven't realized that. So as a parent, right now I'm talking to parents. Get out there. Talk to the children. Don't be afraid. You can apologize to them. Say, I'm sorry. Because you know what? You have the same damn time that they have right now. But you know what? Some of you haven't realized that you want to cheat them of life. You want to call them, you're my son, I give birth to you. You're supposed to. You freaking take responsibility of your mom and dad, of your brother and sister. If you think I'm responsible for you, parents, don't even get this. Don't even think of this. Your children is not responsible for you. The only thing they can do for you is to give. If they have a grandchildren, if you stay alive, it's a blessing for you. So if you want to talk to your grandchildren, because they're not asking you to bring them on earth. And if you bring them on earth, it's your responsibility to transform their life. You freaking loser. You gotta know. And the first Tuesday I was on my podcast, I told you a story. Back home, there's a place called New Bridge in Liberia. I had that bridge in front of me, a river. I mean, maybe 2 football field, if anybody here know or something, but I can't. It was a good distance. And I'm talking to you, I was hungry. Matter of fact, I haven't eaten for at least a month. I was drinking water. But the river was in front of me. I said, if I don't cross the river today, I'm not going to eat. And I'm not willing to not eat today. I got to eat. And if I cross the river, I'm going to have a meal to eat. I'm going to get myself a food. So the river and I is sacrifice. And because that mindset was so strong, the angel came from somewhere. I was able to cross the river. And that day, I got myself food to eat. I have family across the river. The bridge was somebody to get me something to eat. Matter of fact, maybe one of my brothers should be watching me. When I crossed the bridge, I got off there. He said for me, I knew you were going to cross the bridge. I crossed the bridge. That day, I had something to eat. I had a meal to eat. I had enough to eat. I had life again. But I have to give life to have life. So I give life with energy by crossing that river. Parents, take responsibility of yourself. Let's know that we have responsibility when we go. But how are you willing to design your responsibility when you go? It's sacrifices. So if you think you don't have one, and if you don't have kids, don't help me God. Thank God you don't have nobody on earth. You're a loser, you're going to leave the earth like a loser. Thank God. But if I dare you If you thinking having a kid, it's children, and procrastinating, don't even do that. Because you got to strengthen them mentally. And if you don't have the ability to strengthen your children, you yourself, you're going to be freaking out things. You turn 80 and don't even know where it came from. You don't even know where your failure came from. You don't even know, you won't even realize that when you sit on the couch, because your mom and your dad sat on the couch, you sat somewhere and just kept procrastinating, and that passed on to you. But you don't even know, you just think it's yourself, it's your spirit, it's passed on to you. And you probably 90 years will still don't realize that. And because of that, every freaking thing that you see that you love within yourself, you want, you know what? To get the excuse, it's too expensive. Why should I buy that? That's the biggest excuse for a loser. Most loser, it's always everything going to be expensive and difficult for the entire life. And then they try to convince some other people that can get it, go get it, that know how to be successful. Why are you driving that car? What do you mean? The man that fixed that car want to get money off it. He want to be rich. He didn't sit on his car and procrastinate. He make a beautiful car. So you can sit in and enjoy yourself. What do you think he's going to sell it for? Like a dollar store price? This is not dollar store stuff. So if you're a loser, just say it. Say, look, this is not big for me. I can't get it. Don't pretend like it's expensive because that's a freaking excuse you have. That shoes is expensive. Why would I want that? I'm going to step on it. You lie. I know you. You are failure. You are loser. That's why. That's the biggest excuse. But I bet you, if somebody buy that shoes and give it to you, you're going to be ranking that shoes. You're probably not going to take that shoes off. You're going to be in your bed sleeping with that shoe. And you'll probably be dreaming of living in a house. But you know, you got an excuse. And the excuse is granted with me. It's granted. Only one condition. Don't have kids, please. Just make sure you come, stay on this earth, leave the earth, and go as a loser. And stop lying to other people that this is expensive, this is this one, that one. Somebody, every idea is very expensive. If I build my idea to build a house, to make a house and design it, I'm going to make it freaking expensive. And it's not for you. You're the loser. Please get this. It's not for you. You're a loser, so it's not for you. Don't come and start fooling people. Get up your butt and make it work. Your responsibility after that. So children. So I urge you not to have any kids. Don't bring any kids. Don't bring nobody into the world. You should know that right on the wall that I am a loser. So I am not going to bring any kids into the world. Please do that for yourself and for heaven's sake. You freaking loser. Because you are the photocopy of your parents. And if you realize that, then you can change it. I repeat, if you realize that I am the image of my parents, then you can change it. Get to your parents, ask them why. God created the world and He gave us everything. And one thing I want to say to you as a parent, and this for like-minded people, this conversation, the motivation. Let me get close to the camera here. My legs hurt. You are a God. I say this to you again. You are a God, but the least God. And let me break this down to you. This is for like-minded people who get it. You are a God. And let me tell you the reason. You and I know that everybody say this. God created man in his own image. Automatically, you are God. So you play a role as a God. You create for your children. You look for opportunity for your kids, for yourself. When you reach to the limit, you can't push it. Then you ask for the most authority, the highest authority, which is the God that you know. It's the Lord God. I have created everything. I have made myself a hat, but I don't know the color. And then he's going to come in. But you need to know that you are God. And before, once you start to bring children into this world, you are a God. You are the least God. And the most high God have given you authority, give you power over everything. Do not think about what? Creating an opportunity. Look for an opportunity. I said to you, look for an opportunity and make something out of it. So I leave this with you tonight, parents. If you are a failure and know that you're a failure, please don't bring no kids into the world, because the legacy of your parents will pass on to you and you're going to live with that. But if you realize that, then you have the game. You have everything into your hands to make the change. So let's go into the world as least God. When we reach to our stopping point, that's when God waiting to help you. Because you know he gave you the mindset, the ability to do things. He gave you everything to be able to make yourself happy. When you reach to the limit, that's when you have to turn to him. So you are God. You can take over the world. You can create anything for yourself. You can make yourself happy. You own your own happiness. This is about entrepreneur Russell Spiel, Go Black Empire Cut, the first barbershop with inspiration in Edmonton, Canada. And we also do a dry clean for shoes. This is about Peel, entrepreneur Russell Spiel. I'll see you next Tuesday with another motivation video. Please, please do me a favor. If you're not a loser, if you realize you're not a loser, share this video, because somebody's out there looking for a message like this to change their life. Somebody out there looking for a message like this to change their mindset. So please share the video. See you. Peace out. Thank you.